Because its biggest energy problem is price rather than supply, the U.S. military should concentrate on lowering consumption rather than developing renewable sources. Too often, military planners are afflicted with petroleum anxiety, writes James Bardis, a RAND Corporation senior policy researcher in a new study for the Air Force. They think prices are heading in only one direction, up. But history teaches otherwise. History, since Bardis wrote those words, with the West Texas Intermediate crude price having fallen by more than 20% since early May, surely proves the point. To a Department of Defense with a strategy called Operational Energy that emphasizes development of renewable energy along with reduced consumption, Bardis offers useful perspective. Although DoD is a big oil user, Bardis points out, it's neither a major influence in the market nor especially vulnerable to supply disruption. Its oil use represents less than 0.5% of global petroleum demand, the analyst notes, and its supplies are safe. Quote, considering that the United States produces over 8 million barrels a day of oil domestically and imports an additional 3 million barrels a day from secure supplies in Canada and Mexico, we can find no credible scenario in which the military would be unable to access the 340,000 barrels a day it needs to defend the nation, he writes. The military's main problem is price, which, as everyone knows, can be, in his words, uncomfortably high. With price, renewable substitutes don't offer much help. Quote, alternative liquid fuels do not offer DoD a way to appreciably reduce fuel costs, end quote, Bardis says. So what's the best remedy for uncomfortably high prices of oil products? Moderation of oil use, of course. Flagging demand growth is half the reason crude prices are falling now. The other half is supply up by much more than the military ever will produce with renewable energy programs undertaken for bad reasons. The implicit message: unwarranted panic over petroleum supply can breed unrealistic hope for costly energy forms when the focus instead should be on using less energy overall. The military needs to hear that. So does the country it defends. I'm Bob Tippie, editor of Oil and Gas Journal, and that's the editor's perspective for June 22, 2012.